The following is a presentation of the Women's Football Alliance.
The month of May is here, and the games are in full force on the road to Kansas. Welcome to the Road to Canton. I'm your host, Brian Sweeney, the voice of the Women's Football Alliance Pro Division National Championship game. Every team in the Pro Division has now played at least one, if not two games, and the live weekly games on the Women's Sports Network are truly a hit. Let's take a look at the Week 2 scores and highlights. Alabama Fire moved to 2-0 after they won on the road against the Atlanta Rage by a score of 30-20. The St. Louis Slam get their second straight shutout, this time 42-0 over the Derby City Dynamite. Arlington Impact moved to 1-1 on the season with a 32-7 loss to the hands of the OKC Lady Force. The Minnesota Vixen didn't let last week's loss keep them down when they beat the Nebraska Pride 55-12. The Dallas Elite Mustangs also placed a notch in the win column when they beat the Zydeco Spice 52-0. The Tampa Bay Inferno opened up their season with a 43-6 victory over the Detroit Venom. And the Boston Renegades also opened up with a convincing 63-6 victory over the DC Divas. In the Women's Sports Network Game of the Week, the Cali War went on to play the Nevada Storm. This game has Cali showing that they are ready to make another run at a national championship, and the Nevada Storm fell apart a little bit early. Alex, your thoughts on this game?
Well, we had the conversation going into last week before these two teams took to the field where we knew how closely contested these Cali War versus Nevada Storm games were. Really, this one wasn't particularly competitive on paper. You look at how Nevada was on offense, you knew that Mo Etchen needed to have a big day, and there needed to be the offensive firepower able to sustain their offense against the Cali War defense. Ultimately, it didn't happen. Cali War was able to take a lead early. Chantel Nino-Wiggins, Brianna Barrett, Ambra Marcucci. The offense was just way too much for Nevada to be able to handle. It was a 28-0 lead at the half for the Cali War before you really started to roll into your bench, and you saw that as well as Tanya Yoreli Guzman, the backup quarterback for the Cali War, now has more yards, more completions, more pass attempts this season than their starter Chantel Nino-Wiggins. Through two games, the Cali War look unbeatable in the Pacific time zone. The question becomes for Cali as they move forward. They have another matchup coming up against Nevada later on this season in a couple of weeks. They also don't play St. Louis, and right now, if you look at the way the power structure is in the American Conference, it'll be Cali and St. Louis, but they don't play each other. Question becomes is that when those playoff teams roll around and when we find out who's in the playoff, is Cali going to be able to build upon their success enough to be able to maintain home field advantage and not have to travel to St. Louis to play in that game? Because realistically, the offense is there for Cali. We've known that from the beginning. Cali War can score more points than just about anybody. We don't know, however, can their defense sustain itself against more of these offensive-minded teams when they play teams like a Minnesota, like a St. Louis, like a team on the other side of the conference bracket in the Boston Renegades. We don't know how Cali is going to do, but so far through 2 weeks, the Cali War figure to be the favorite in the American Conference outside of maybe St. Louis until we see those two teams play each other. But right now, it's all Cali as things go in the American.
Each week, Lois Cook joins us to give us a little behind-the-scenes look at women's football. Sometimes from afar, sometimes from the locker room, but this time, it's a little trivia game with her children in her segment, Low on the Go.
Welcome to Game Night. We are playing a special trivia where I'm going to give you a phrase, a term, or a word, and you have to tell me what it means.
I'm Jackson. I'm Sandro. I'm ready.
The first person to hit the buzzer will be able to answer. Are you ready, fellas?
Yes!
First word is... Oh, wait, hold on, time out.
A first word is time out?
Okay, your first word is fumble. Xander, what is a fumble?
When someone gets the ball or goes on the ground.
Fumble is when you drop the ball. Pancake. All right. Jackson, what does pancake mean?
Maybe when you throw the ball, someone accidentally pops it and
Remy, do you know what is a pancake?
yes.
What is a pancake?
Somebody eats a pancake, and that's all.
Pancake is when you hit somebody and they fall flat on the floor.
That's what I'm supposed to say.
Mack Truck Monday.
What?
Jackson, what is Mack Truck Monday?
Maybe when someone comes with a shirt on Monday. That was about to say.
The feeling that you get after you have played a competitive football game. Your body is aching and sore, and you feel it on Sunday and Monday.
If someone have a microwave, if someone cook pizza, if someone stuff out the house, and say what happened? And someone got Nanta, and someone ate it already, and I was saying,
All right, pick six. Jackson, what is a pick six?
pick six is when you throw a ball, and it goes to 6 times.
Pick six is when the
Yes.
quarterback throws the ball, but it is intercepted by a defensive player, and she runs it back for a touchdown. Huddle. Jackson, you hit the buzzer first. What is a huddle?
When someone tackles you,
Xander, do you know what a huddle is?
it's when you and your team huddle up into a circle and then plan.
Hail Mary. Xander, what is a Hail Mary?
When someone gets the ball, it throws it and hopes someone else gets it.
That's pretty good. A touchdown. Xander, what is a touchdown?
When you score.
All right. Thank you so much for playing the game with us. We had so much fun, and we hope you did.
Support of the Women's Football Alliance.
Welcome back. Here are this week's Pro Division matchups. The 2-0 St. Louis Slammer on the road playing the 2-0 Columbus Chaos of Division 2. The 0-2 Nevada Storm play on the road in a must-win game versus the 0-1 Capital Pioneers of Division 3. The 1-0 Mile High Blaze host the 1-1 Sun City Stealth of Division 2. And in WFA Pro versus Pro games, the 0-2 Detroit Venom are looking to avoid a third straight loss when they welcome the 1-0 Boston Renegades. The 2-0 Cali War have a home opener when they host the 1-1 Arlington Impact. Minnesota, DC, and Alabama are on byes this week. In the first game of the season on the For the Fans network, the 1-1 Dallas Elite Mustangs are on the road against the 1-0 Houston Energy. Alex, these two teams have the grit, but do either of them have the strength to make it all the way to Canton?
The Dallas Elite Mustangs and the Houston Energy are two teams in the WFA that are very familiar with each other. They play a home-and-home series regularly throughout their regular schedule. Last year, however, it was the Division II Houston Energy that defeated the Dallas Elite Mustangs not once, but twice, winning 42-6 and then 42-14, really dominating that season series against Dallas as a lower division opponent. You look at Houston Energy coming into play this season, already with a win under their belt at the WFA Pro level. They have some really competitive pieces that make them an interesting player in terms of the WFA Pro playoff picture. In Division II a year ago, this was a team that was the #1 team ranked in terms of yards per game,